Hello all, just Paul again. I've been working on this for about 2 hours. It's the old 40 switch out of the Super Bengal, which is the Mark 1 Cybernet chassis. It intrigued me. I wanted to find out exactly what had gone wrong with this clicker. So anyway, it turns out to be several things. I'll go through it now, but it's a good learning experience, and it also confirms to me if you don't have basic electronic skills for soldering or hygiene during your soldering, you're always going to end up with problems. All right, so I've got it on the PCB holder. I've done a lot of work there. So firstly, what I did was I gently removed the wiring loom here, and so separated these two boards, cleaned up all this area here, desoldered very gently all of the pins to the resistor, the 1.8 kilo ohm, and I did the same here, all the way down here. Then, in order to get the resistors out, you have to remove the switch itself. So there's two banks of pins that you need to desolder. All right, so I ended up with a virgin board going through it. Now the first thing that was evident was that I've extended all these tracks as per our last video. But underneath this connector here, there was nothing connecting, and it was underneath a whole lot of flux. This one here wasn't connected, or it was just connected. Okay, because I put a multimeter on here with the V+ line negative connected, and I could see that there was power getting through to all the pins. So what did I do? Well, I've removed that. I've replaced it for the blocks that I showed you before, which was a known set of resistors, 1.8 kilo ohm. These are the ones that I replaced. It doesn't matter about the colour. Colours mean nothing. Now, when you're working on these, please note it's a bit like an O2A chip. There is a correct way of installing and an incorrect way. So at the end of each of these blocks, there is a little cutout. There is also a cutout on the PCB. Okay, so this one here is fine. I knew that one of them was perfect. This one here, I measured all the feet. This one was 4.76 kilo ohm. This one was 2 point something or other kilo. No, this one was dead. This one was 2.6 kilo ohm. Now, all of these are meant to be in the range plus or minus 5% at 1.8 kilo ohm. So straight away, I picked up that that's where the three issues. Remember, there were 3 LEDs missing. Well, it was relating to these 3 pins, and also this pad here. All right, so as per the last video, I've removed everything. It looks a lot more awful than what it actually is now. So this is, what would this be? It'd be 52 years old, 45 years old. A lot of people have been in here. You can see here marks from multimeters and probes and all of that over the years. I'm actually going to sort that out as well and make it look a bit better cosmetically. But this is how to clean. I've extended the pads here. You can see some overrun here, all the way through here. So all of these pads have been made bigger because they were all suspicious underneath. So over the time, people who don't know how to use the heat settings on soldering irons, it just burns tracks. And you've just got to be very, very quick with your technique in how to solder. And also you've got to keep in mind that these pins go directly into the plastic wafer, and this will melt the little cavity that they're sitting in. So you just got to be very careful. All right, I'm just going to hook up a 9-volt battery, and I've just coloured that positive and that negative so that you can get a clear indication as to what the polarization is. Hang on a minute. Okay, so here we have it. It is now working 100%. And the reason it's working is because of technique. So as you see, there's a little 9-volt battery. Very easy way of testing these, and to see whether you've actually got the wafers correct. I'll show you something else. All right, so this is a GE, another Cybernet, but specifically for the B model. This is meant to be a 40-channel clicker. Okay, what do you think is wrong here? I suspect that either one of the wafers is wrong, or someone's had this out and put it back and it's not lined up. The wafers aren't matching in order to make the combination of 40 channels. Underneath of this, I've also done work underneath, so I'm confident in the underneath being fine. It comes down purely to this being made up out of bits and pieces, and it's not good. All right, I'm just going to spray that and get it ready to store. Just with the resistor block in this example, the 1.8 kilo ohms, what you can do is jump. You can remove the resistor block and just run normal quarter watt 1.8 kilo ohm resistors from here to here, here to here. Okay, but you either need to cut the legs on the resistor block or remove it totally, because the last thing you want is an intermittent fault in one of the resistors, and then it blows the value straight out and potentially causing damage to the LED display. Okay, I'm just going to seal that up, and this one is ready for storage for the next Super Bengal or Cybernet Mark 1 chassis. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Remember, comment, like and subscribe, please. Again, go to a lot of trouble to show you these how-tos. Thanks, guys.